Welcome back to Life Mastery Unleashed, where I am going to help you unlock your full potential by being raw, truthful, and transparent. I'm your host, Ricky Khamis. Today's episode is called Forged in Repetition. And listen, if you don't understand this message today, you will never break into the top tier of performance because the world worships talent. But life rewards consistency. Let's get into it. Talent is a spark. Repetition is the forge. Repetition is the fire. Repetition is the grind that takes that spark and turns it into a blade that can cut through any obstacle in your path. Everybody loves the idea of greatness. Nobody loves the process that builds it because the process is boring, predictable, unsexy. It's waking up, doing the same fundamentals again and again and again until the world looks up and says, damn, where did this guy come from? He came from reps, simple, consistent, unrelenting reps. There's a quote by Aristotle that says, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." People hear that, but they don't internalize it. They want the one big moment, the heroic breakthrough. But breakthroughs come from the thousands of tiny moments nobody sees. Your discipline is shaped in the dark. Your confidence is shaped in the dark. Your strength is shaped in the dark. Not when everyone is cheering you on, but when nobody even knows you're grinding. Let me tell you something. Every strong man or woman you admire, past or present, was built the same way, through repetition. Goggins didn't become Goggins with one hard run. Jocko didn't become Jocko with one good workout. Marcus Aurelius didn't become the philosopher king with one good journal entry. They became who they are because they repeated the behaviors that most people quit after day 3. Let me hit you with a truth bomb. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You sink to the level of your habits. And your habits are nothing more than the things you've repeated so many times, they're automatic. When I was in the 82nd Airborne, it was reps. Reps packing the chute. Reps cleaning the weapon. Reps drilling basic movements. They made us repeat the simplest things until it was burned into our nervous system. Why? Because under pressure, you don't think. You react. And you only react with what you've done 1,000 times. Repetition builds instinct. Repetition builds automatic strength. Repetition builds the kind of confidence that feels like armor on your soul. And it works the same in business, in marriage, in leadership, in fatherhood, in fitness, every arena. You can't be a great husband once a month and expect connection. You can't lead your team once in a while and expect loyalty. You can't work out sporadically and expect strength. You can't make a few calls and expect big business. Life pays the man who shows up every single day. Let me talk to the men who want to lead their families. Your kids don't need one big inspirational moment. They need consistent, patient, present reps from you. Reps of listening, reps of guiding, reps of setting the standard, reps of showing restraint, reps of being the rock they can lean against. Repetition is how trust is built. Repetition is how respect is earned. Repetition is how love grows. Let me bring this to the mortgage world because you know I'm a strategist. Every loan officer who hits 30, 40, 50 million a year, they didn't get there by being flashy. They got there by doing the same fundamental actions every single day. Follow-ups, conversations, proposals, calls, service, attention, reps. Success doesn't care how you feel. Your emotions don't matter. What matters is the reps you complete. Let's talk Bible for a second. Galatians 6 says, "Do not grow weary of doing good, for in due season you will reap if you do not give up." That entire passage is about repetition, doing what's right, day after day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't see results yet. That's the path to the harvest. Repetition is also how God forms character. He doesn't hand you strength. He hands you opportunities to practice strength again and again until you become unshakable. And here's the truth. Repetition is the separator. It's the great divide between the dreamers and the doers, between the talkers and the producers, between the weak and the strong. Most people will never repeat long enough to get the reward. They quit right before the breakthrough. They quit right before the return. They quit right before they would have transformed. Don't quit on the reps. Your future is on the other side. Let's talk about boredom, because this is where people get trapped. The grind gets repetitive, and boredom starts whispering, "This isn't exciting. This isn't fun. This isn't motivating." And boredom kills more dreams than failure ever will. But hear me, the greats thrive in boredom. They dominate in boredom because they understand a simple truth. Repetition is the gateway to mastery. You want mastery? Outlast your boredom. Outlast your feelings. Outlast your excuses. Outlast the weak version of you that wants comfort more than growth. Every rep you complete is a vote for the man you're becoming. Every rep you complete sharpens your identity. I am disciplined. I am consistent. I am reliable. I am a savage grinder. I do what needs to get done. This is how you build an unbreakable self-image. So let me give you a tactical assignment. Pick 3 reps you will perform every day for 30 days. Simple, clear, non-negotiable. It could be make 10 calls, pray 10 minutes, journal 1 page, lift for 20 minutes, send 2 follow-ups, read 10 pages, whatever matters most to your mission, and you commit to it with no negotiation, no excuses, no breaks, no wavering. 30 days of consistent reps will change your life more than 30 planning sessions, because repetition creates momentum. Momentum creates identity. Identity creates destiny. Let me close with this. Everything you want in life is downstream of repetition. Everything. Strength, discipline, faith, wealth, leadership, purpose, connection, confidence, peace, power. You want to build something legendary? Repeat the actions that create that result. Daily, quietly, faithfully, relentlessly, because greatness isn't gifted, it's forged, and the forge is repetition. And you know what to do. Outgrind, outwork, outhustle everyone.